Pius X and what's being taught now, or demonstrated now, by John Paul II. So, now I must ask myself, have all these other popes missed it? Did John Paul II, Paul VI, and John the 23rd just finally realize what the faith is? Or has something gone on in Rome to create an entirely new church that never was seen on this planet before? Practical application. Here's what he asked that be done. Anyone who in any way is found to be tainted with modernism is to be excluded without compunction from these offices, whether of government or of teaching, and those who already occupy them are to be removed. Let me ask you a question. If Pope St. Pius X came back, saw what was going on today in the Vatican, what would he do? We order that you do everything in your power to drive out of your diocese any pernicious books that may be in circulation there. The Holy See neglects no means. That means you can steal them, you can burn them, you can rip them apart. But who's going to do that? I have it right here. It's a Vatican document. It must be true. It says, neglects no means to remove. Why? Because they understand, you see, in the wisdom of 1907, that if you promulgate and teach this nonsense, people will lose their souls. So which is the worse evil? Stealing and the burning of books? Or the losing of some child, some young person, some young adult, some adult's eternal soul? Now, Pope Pius XI, Mortalium Animos, on fostering true religious unity, January the 6th, 1928. Now such efforts can meet with no kind of approval among Catholics. What is that? Ecumenism. The effort to form a one-world religion can meet with no kind of approval among Catholics. They presuppose the erroneous view that all religions are more or less good and praiseworthy. Those who hold such a view are not only in error, they distort the true idea of religion and thus reject it. In distorting it, you reject it, falling gradually into naturalism and atheism. To favor this opinion, therefore, to encourage such undertakings is tantamount to abandoning. Let me read that again. To favor this opinion of modernists to form a one-world religion, to promote it, to exemplify it, and to encourage such undertakings is tantamount, meaning the same as, abandoning the religion revealed by God. I hear today all this stuff about we cannot have any doctrine in the church. The church is not about doctrine. Amazingly, the same people that wave the Bible over their head say that the church is not about doctrine. Have they never read Paul's exhortance to Timothy? And not once or twice, but 12, perhaps 14 times, you must maintain the doctrines of the faith. If you do not maintain the doctrines of the faith, you won't save your soul or the people who follow you. St. John himself, apostle of love, forbade any intercourse with those who professed a mutilated and corrupt form of Christ's teaching. If any man come to you and bring not this doctrine, receive him not into the house, nor say to him, God speed you. Therefore, point 11, since the foundation of charity is faith pure and inviolate, it is chiefly by the bond of one faith that the disciples of Christ are to be united. A federation of Christians, then, is inconceivable. The point is that what's happening today in the Catholic Church is we have a conspiracy. Does every priest know? No. Does every bishop know? I think probably yes, but there may be one or two who do not. Is the Novus Ordo Mass legitimate? Not if you desire to remain Catholic. The key is the sacrifice of the Mass. The sacrificial priesthood sacrifices in the Mass. This is what they're trying to take away from Catholics. This is what must be fought for. All of the truth regarding the doctrine of the faith, refuting principles and lies of pernicious partisans of error. And it's you who must go and do it. It's you. Because the clergy won't, or they can't. So it's left to you to do it, to save your children, perhaps your children's children, your brother, your sister. The evidence is available. You can acquire that evidence. It's sometimes hard to find. It took me many, many months just to find Mortalium Animos. So I want to thank you for the patience. Thank you very much. Thank you all for being here. Thank you.